Hello and welcome back to Due Process League. I'm joined here by Don Boy,
Hello.
and we'll be streaming the Space Rangers versus Eclipse game. We're just waiting on them to queue, I think. And what do you think about this matchup?
Mhm. Um, I don't know. I think Eclipse will take it. I'll be honest. I've played against Space Rangers before, and no hate to them, but I think they've got a bit of work to do before they kind of reach the level that Eclipse is at. So I don't know. I if I were to predict on the score at the end of the match, it would probably be like a 7-2, 7-3. That's what I would think.
Yeah, I do think Eclipse are the favored to win. Um, I don't know. Things can happen though. That last game that we just watched, I don't know if you were watching, but Eclipse they did tie with Wasted Potential. I'm not sure if that means they're worse than usual or they're better than usual because Wasted Potential is definitely a wild card nowadays as they've made it to the top four of lower league, and I think if they're third place in lower league right now.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure what's. It seems like I do think Eclipse going to win though. Um, Space Rangers do not, or at least in my opinion, do not practice as much, but they do have some generally skilled players.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wish
Uh,
Potential is I don't know, it's kind of surprised me. They've done quite good.
yeah. Why do you think that is, though?
I really don't know. I think they had Mace for a little bit, but I don't think he played in many of their matches, I don't believe.
Yeah,
So I don't think that really made a difference. I know Zigalo's on that team. Um I know he plays in most of those matches, so maybe he's got like a good IGL, good grasp on IGLing or something. But I really don't know.
I would say like I don't know, Waste Potential. Like even though they have like players of 20 games, they're really showing their skills.
Hmm.
I have to give credit to Luno once again because he's the one leading the team. I'm assuming that he's doing all the teaching and the mechanics that you need to know about the game to
I
these
would
like very new
imagine
players.
maybe they like migrated from a different game. Maybe they have like experience in
Yeah,
CS or
some
Rainbow.
of them have experience in R6. I think some semi-pro experience as well. But I mean, you could still be a semi-pro in R6 and still be pretty bad at the game. So
Hmm.
um, sure that has something to do with the aim. But as we load into this game, it will be a kill house first, blood cell. What do you think about this map? Or are you not
Ooh.
in yet? But
Um.
we got a big courtyard in the middle.
Mhm. Yeah, I've seen this map before a few times. I know that you can do. Looks like he highlighted right there. You can do a wall charge here. Get through this spot. So I know I've seen that before. You can kind of go kitchen down through site. So really, there's kind of like three entrances, right? You can come here. You could go up through brick house, or you can go through kitchen. But it's kind of predictable, right? So the courtyard windows are very useful for shutting down into site or shutting down into hall from site. So having these windows control is pretty useful. So I think they're going to use that pretty heavy on the defense.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that the windows do not prevent the bomb defuse. So this is the windows could be significant in holding the site, but it will not stop the fuse as there's a lot of area and you're hiding like the bottom part of that bomb. Um, but yeah, seems like
Yep.
Eclipse they're starting off on attack here as well as the Space Rangers on defense, and it looks like they will be just ecoing this reception, and that's an understandable take as going through that reception and taking that hall control is very important to try and get that picks. And rather than trying to go straight for the bomb, they can just play for kills and take the bomb later when everyone's dead. But yeah, uh, as we as the round is starting, it seems like Abra will be taking a shotgun as well as General Weeze, and this will be Tub gaming time, as we will see some door camping. It seems.
I'm here for it. It looks like they're prepared for 3 haul, 2 reception is what the F marked that, I think. But I think they're right about the reception part, but no haul, so close.
Yeah, General Weeze hears the window going, and I like that. He late barbed that green door. He waited till he heard sounds, and that's a very good use of flex. Um, but wallbangs come out and look like Abro was taking damage, but he did not take any damage from that wallbang. But kicks goes out. General Weeze gets caught up by Dylan. Dylan takes down Lucky Gamer as well, and now attackers have hall control. Defenders going for a wallbang, and then the wallbanger gets wallbanged by Hero. And now attackers storming this courtyard looking for any type of pick they can, but the defenders, they're in the side rooms. They're not on site. They're trying to hold the side rooms and prevent the entry, but the space for 1v2 now, and as Rowby and Digital come into the room, and he's unable to take out any of them as Rowby just completely mows him down. Now Abras all by himself at the bottom of the bomb site. He's constantly getting wallbanged. He only has a tub. 1v4 situation, and he gets wallbanged to death. They don't even see him. They just shoot him. They know where he is. And Eclipse will be taking that first round very, very convincingly.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Maybe not so great communication. I feel like General Weeze peeked that a little early, right? So maybe he could have played closer, but he just got flashed, so maybe not the best position. I think if he played back here in Hall, could have been better, or maybe a different gun for a window to peek. I don't know. Having 2 in Hall is a smart idea, but I think the gun choice wasn't so great.
Yeah, you want to be able to rotate out and in quickly while engaging like long range fights, so you don't have to be so close. But even if you're playing with the tub, I feel like he should have been camping that green door kick because they just kicked that door straight up. They didn't bring a shotgun, it seemed like. So he could have just easily done a 1-for-1 trade, which is usually good for defenders because they have less HP and attackers have more HP. So usually a net positive when you're able to take down 1-for-1, I guess, but usually not that great still.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But if you could get like, a kill and then maybe get another hit, maybe you're lucky enough. Still worth going for.
There's Among Us on the screen.
Love to see it.
If Roach wants to highlight that excellent drawing by Unlucky Gamer, got Among Us killing Among Us.
With a top hat. Beautiful. We're on Axe Forge. I thought this
Yep,
map
Axe Forge.
recently. Second round, so they still have all 3 charges, both clackers. They didn't do anything last round, so they could do. Oh, it looks like they're doing this free wall into lights. Doesn't look like they're gonna use any other charges here, so they're gonna save double door for the next map.
I think that's interesting because I feel like you could just go through Toxic and just hit the lights. You don't need a wall charge for it. You could just smoke off this. You don't have to waste such a vital utility that could be useful in the next round.
Yeah, and at that point, instead of just wall charging that, just door it.
Yeah, true. If you did want to commit a utility like that, for sure.
Because you can just like jump down afterwards, so it's not unsafe, I'd say.
I don't know, but we have
me.
you can see Space Flare. So it seems like Hero wants us to shout out Booty Frank, Don, and Duke Luke. You see that on the map, but Space Flare with a tub under the stairs, and I'm interested to see how this will work. He has a molly, but I don't see how he's going to use that molly if he's going to be playing under there. Is he going to use it now? Who knows? But rest of his team is playing very away from him. I don't see how he will be. He's probably going to be a solo play here as attackers make their way through. Smoke goes down into Toxic. Not really effective, though. Space able to get a pick onto Dylan. Out of talking Merc here, he gets killed from a long way. Then Abra gets wall charged. Wall charge does come in handy there as Space gets taken out by Rowby. And now a 2v4 situation. Both defenders on the left side of the map here holding that Pipeworks area. And now attackers holding, they have taken that server farm, and as well as Cats taking that Toxic. Now Lucky Gamer looking for a pick they really need, and Flash goes out. Rowby makes his way through by himself, and General Wee's not really holding that entry. And now Rowby's just in the middle of the site. Unlucky Gamer's gonna get pinched here in a second. He's full blind, and now Cats picks up the dirty laundry as an unlucky gamer gets taken out. And now a 1v4 situation. General Wee's soon to be found out with his knack in the corner. Using the LS actually. And he uses the knack, unable to kill Hero. And he gets taken out by Hero. And it's a 2-0 for Eclipse.
That was interesting play from Space Flare. Got surprised that it worked.
Very unexpected.
But then, like, he got his pick, and then he was just stuck here, right? There's someone that was looking this way and this way, so he couldn't go anywhere. So it was just pretty unlucky. I think his team could have played off him a little more once he got that pick. Like, if they had peeked a little more aggressively there, then it might have helped with the pick. But
Yeah, I feel like they should have been playing playing the cross with Spacefarer in some way. Probably playing like an off angle of Toxic, but it seemed like Kazan Mercury was playing a whole different angle, and no one could really help him there as he got picked off as well. And
yeah,
as we move into the last round of the split, we're going to be on Full Ghost, and it's a bank map, one that I haven't seen too.
yeah, I haven't seen this one either. This is interesting. I love these new maps. They always excite me to see like a new thing you've never seen before.
Yeah, this lobby is like super divided, so it's like already different than 90% of bank maps.
Oh, this is a perfect map for double door. Wall charge actually would be pretty good here because they could wall there.
Yeah, actually, I'd rather have the wall charge, but they only have 2 door charges.
Yeah, they could have saved the wall last time. That's hindsight.
Yeah. Space Flare barbing a red door. I think Big Brain maybe.
Yep. Maybe they're gonna kick it down. I don't know what the plan is. Looks like the plan has changed maybe to accounting.
It's hard to tell. I have no
end up
clue what's
working.
happening.
Excited to see it.
But that counting red door could be. I think that's a really hard counting red door to push because that manager makes it like a 2-way cross for defenders if they play that manager. Quite devastating. Spacer will be holding them up here, and General Weeds with the auto shotgun. They have saved their power weapons for this moment. Will they be able to make it work though? As Digital Doctor still has the saber, and they have 2 knacks as well, and a grouper. They are running the defender kit on attack.
They are stacked. Yeah. I can't wait to see this.
They did kick Barbit, so we'll see what happens. And Unlucky Gamer is playing that cross with Catatonic Mercury, and we'll see if they can make it work.
Through the hinge too.
Extra toxic.
Looks like they've
But
noticed.
it seems like they see the barb and they're just gonna switch the plan. They're a little bit scared. And they 5-man entrance it seems as Spacefarer will be mopping. He's able to get a collateral. Hits Dylan as well as Katz. And now Dylan's 1 HP. Katz is at near half. Another shot goes out, unable to hit someone though, as Dylan and Rowley take their way into Teller, straight into accounting, and Dylan gets taken out. Catatonic Mercury gets traded though, as Katz making his way to Teller. Spacefarer gets taken out by Rowley. And now the attackers have accounting as well as lobby. They just need to get the button though, as Unlucky Gamer able to show up onto Rowley, and now Digital Doctor's in accounting by himself. Katz and Hero have the button control now. All they need to do is make sure they get control of that accounting. They have to get rid of Unlucky Gamer or be shot in the back. And now Digital Doctor and Hero still trying to make their way towards Unlucky Gamer. Katz has hit the button now. Molly comes out onto the vault, and Unlucky Gamer gets taken out by Digital as Unlucky Gamer seems to be trying to push into them. And now it's just Abra and General Weeze in a 2v3 situation in favor of Eclipse. Eclipse now, there's a little bit of a ceasefire as they try to find some utility to make their way into this vault. They still have a flash on Digital Doctor, and he uses it. Abra gets taken out on the flank, and General Weeze with the auto shotgun able to take down both Hero and Digital. But Katz is able to clean up General Weeze, and now Eclipse 3-0 after a very close round.
It was a very strong start for Space Rangers with that collat, but then when he pulled back, I think he could have gone here and then held this angle instead. because he he couldn't hold it well enough from Tele because he could just get
Yeah.
around.
I mean, both these doorways are just pushable, very pushable, because they're just not doors. They're just open space. I think that makes that bank map a lot more interesting too, because it allows attackers to push super aggressively, but it also gives defenders ability to rotate a lot easier as well.
Hmm. It'd be interesting to see what Eclipse does when they get back to that map.
Faux show, faux show. Now we're on the kill house once again, and we'll see what Space Ranger is able to make work on attack.
Yeah, got these barbs, so I don't know if they're gonna be playing in Hall as much because it seems like these barbs would kind of barb up their defenders. So maybe they're thinking playing kind of brick house for this, and then someone in reception. But I have no idea. I'm just making guesses here.
Hmm. I don't know. I think Space Rangers understood that they did not play that defense correctly, and I think they'll try to um make it work on attack in some way. I feel like, but because they were playing super, I guess, somewhat passive on, especially on that hall side where General Weiss was playing behind. I think that's the soda machine. Uh, that didn't quite work out, and I think they know that Eclipse is going to play it a lot different and probably a lot better. And I want to see how they try to adapt to that situation.
Hmm. Yeah, I noticed when Space Rangers was playing this map, they didn't use very many wall bangs either. So that might be something that Eclipse can improve on.
Mm,
I know they definitely like to use their wall bangs
yeah, they
quite
have two knacks to show for it
aggressively.
too. So,
Yeah, and an AK. They might use that AK for some wall bangs too.
do you agree what's written on the map right now?
Yes, it's very funny. I mean, that's amusing.
I don't hear you laughing.
I sounded so sarcastic. I think it's kind of funny, but like I just funny.
Yeah, Dylan will be playing super aggressive on this reception as the attackers make their way to reception. And it seems like they do have a charge for this, or actually they switched up the plan and wall charging something. But Cats actually gets a pick on the Abra, and Dylan gets a pick on the Catatonic Mercury, and Dylan falls back. And it's very rightfully so, as he does not want to be too greedy. Attackers now have made their way to the bottom of the reception, all three of them, and wall charge still in play here. But the defenders are still playing aggressive. Dylan takes out Unlucky Gamer, goes for a second kill, and he's able to get it on the space, but gets traded out by General Ruiz, and Hero trades Dylan and finishes the round up 4-0 for Eclipse.
Oh my word.
And wall charge has been dropped with Collector inside reception, I think.
Okay, that'll be funny. Um, I'm surprised that Dylan was able to get the pick on Catatonic. That really shouldn't have happened. And then to get a third pick and even a fourth, I think. No, third. And I think he damaged the fourth. He just playing super aggressive in there, and they didn't flash him well. I don't know. I think they really weren't expecting someone to play that aggressive
Yeah,
in reception. They thought it would be safe.
that was
It's,
just
I don't
super
know.
fast play. Not something we were expecting, and not something Space Rangers were expecting as well. And now they're down a wall charge, and now they have to plan for the defenders using a utility against him.
I think that might be a lesson for future rounds to expect them to play more aggressive on, especially on green doors. To know that, when you enter a green door, it's not necessarily going to be safe. Even beach, when you kick down the beach, they might be peeking that. So maybe they'll play around that. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yep. Um, as we move into this factory, I cannot. I don't know if Space Ranger can even bring it back. I don't think they just. I don't think they can do it.
Looks like they're thinking about doing the wall here so they can kind of play from this pipes. Doesn't seem bad. Just I think they're definitely hoping that Space Rangers goes server farm. So they go office or something that's not as useful. I mean, I guess they could play in server farm out. I don't know.
I think Eclipse are actually going to save the watch. Or actually, I think they're going to use it, actually. I'm not sure what they're using it on still, because they haven't really indicated where. But I'm guessing the attackers are saving here, so this is going to be very, very bad for them as they try to go through that green barb as well as deal with that mop player that's playing on top pipe.
We gotta
Yeah,
tell them to mark things out more, so we
yeah,
can
Watcher
easily
does go out for that line of
see
sight.
what they're doing.
Attackers make
Playing
their
with
way
the,
through.
right there with the sniper on the door, waiting for the kick.
Yeah. And then General Weeze is really drawing on the map of exactly what Digital Doctor is doing. And that smoke comes out, it's still not very great to covering up that kick. Mop shot goes out, unable to hit though. Nade goes out, damages all 3 attackers with that nade. General Weeze, Abra, and Catatonic Mercury. A little bit tagged from that, but flashes go out and they're taking server farm. Sprays go through, and Dylan gets a long-range kill on the Catatonic Mercury from the spot he died from on defense. And Unlucky Gamer makes his way out the top pipe, but gets crossfire to death as every single attacker is starting to get poked down. And now it's just a 1v5 all of a sudden. And now Cats finishes off Space Flare, and now 5-0 for Eclipse.
I think the smoke on Pipeworks could have been a bit better. The first one just kind of missed, and the second one kind of created a one-way because it went below.
Yeah.
So he could still shoot them. I think he got a bunch of damage there, maybe like 300 at least. Had like a collat there. It was crazy. Great use of the wall charge and mop combo.
Yeah, that was excellently played from Eclipse. And I think they kind of gambled that they were going to eco too, because people that usually lose the clacker on first round usually try to eco the second one so they can use it on the third round.
Hmm.
But that was probably a little bit too predictable from Space Rangers. But they do have charges though, and let's see what they can do with 2 door charges.
Looks like Eclipse noticed something that I didn't. There's 2 baggage claims here. So if they set up these barbs in preparation for an entrance blow, then
Oh.
they can play really well off these, which I didn't even think about. But they might have counted the charges, so they know they have a double door. I think they
Mm.
might be expecting entrance. I don't know if they're expecting accounting though.
Yeah, if I was them, I wouldn't put the barbs like that though, because like you're going to be shooting them, but they're not going to be in the barb. They're going to be like over here ish. So it's like kind of useless barbs. I mean, if you push the barbs back over here, your teammates can play off that barb from Teller side as well. That's understandable, but I feel like these barbs are way too deep and not really helpful, especially if you're playing these baggage claims. I don't know. My personal preference, I guess.
Mhm.
But Space Rangers, they want to take both these red doors here, and we'll see how well this split goes, as both these red doors are pretty far from each other in terms of running to each red door. I'm not sure how the pinch is going to work out there, but we'll see what happens as defenders have spawned in. And it seems like one of them understood my barb strategy, and the other one did not, not as much. Um, but yeah, Rowby playing really close to the auto shotgun, and only Cat seems like to be the only one in the baggage claim. So that spray down will be interesting to watch. I'm interested to see if they TK each other too, because
Here's Roby.
Ollie comes out as the
Oh,
entrance is blown.
I've got hopes for Roby. I think he can do something crazy here. What if that flash is gonna get him or not?
Oh, another Molly comes out. Very nice Molly as it prevents him from pushing in, but General Reese still goes in and he gets taken out by Roby. And then the second blow comes out into accounting. No one's there. Hero's making his way back in. The attackers make their way in, but no flashes for the attackers, so they have to deal with this problem head on. As 2 Mollies come out, they get divided. And Dylan's going through the window right now. And Robbie gets taken out by Catatonic Mercury. Dylan gets taken out from that aggressive play. 3v3 now as Digital Doctor still looking for a mob pick here. As Catatonic gets taken out by Hero, jumping over the divider and jump shotting, I believe. Now 2v3 situation. Hero still trying to get a pick here, and he just backs up, plays with his team. Very smart move there. As Space Flare and Abra, no flashes. They have to take these fights head on. And Hero's going in for another kill, and he gets both of them on a
Oh
spray
my
down,
gosh.
down accounting.
Just want to point out how amazing that was from Hero. The jump shotting from him onto Catatonic, and then he also pre-fires them. Just pretty good. Like
He's just
awareness.
styling on them now.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just like better communication or what, but they really Eclipse really knew where all the attackers were pretty much at all times. So
One more round, and I think it's over. um,
ooh.
New maps though.
Yeah. They could do like an obs thing. You could play this map like a few different ways. You can go pit to lights. You could also take obs and use the view out. But because bomb is down low, it kind of gets looked down on by all of this. So it's just kind of hard to push up from base to bomb and not worry about all of this at all. You can also play below.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but Roby was typing please. He wants them to go Ob's red door so badly he wants to auto shotgun them. Uh,
He loves the auto shaddy.
yeah. But it seems like
Funny.
Space Rangers will not be going ops, and they will be going for a double charge here. They know they're on match point. They have to commit a lot more resources just to try and stay in the game. And it seems like it's gonna be a pit blow into a wall charge onto site, which is not horrible, but it focuses too much on the bomb and not really on gaining power positions. The defenders will still have the bridge as well as the top ruins area, and this has a window onto bomb, which could be quite devastating, as well as observation giving info for defenders. Oh, and someone wrote Argo moment now off the auto shotgun or the observation red door. True.
That's funny. I don't know. Maybe Ruby would do something. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know where he's gonna move with the auto shotty if they go when they go pit or base.
I mean, I assume
Might
he's
be
gonna go
interesting.
through the bridge and just try and get some damage onto this bottom ruins side.
Could also jump down after the wall charge. I don't know if they're prepared. Have they realized that it's pit yet? I don't know if they have. I think so. That's why Roby rotated.
Attackers are positioned outside pit here. Blow goes out. Dylan's playing like a little pixel peek here onto the red door. I don't think Space Rangers really see it as he sprays down and does a lot of damage to Space Rangers or Space Player. And but Dylan gets taken out, but Catatonic and Mercury gets traded by Cats. And now Auto Shotgun comes in unexpectedly and kills Space Rangers, but General Reed's able to hit the lights, and now it's a 2v4 situation. The darkness has begun. General Weed still in pit though, as Abra still making his way up beach, trying to clear the corners, and Digital Doctor still looking for that mob pick towards that beach. And we'll see what happens as Abra makes the jump. Digital Doctor doesn't see it though. Wall charge goes out, and Ralphie getting very aggressive. The auto shotgun. General Weed's able to win that out. Now a 2v3 situation in favor of Eclipse, but Mob able to pick out General Reese probably from the red light from that green door. And now Abras pushes up as he knows the Mob is reloading, and he's able to take down the Mob. But Cats tries to get the trade, but he does a lot of damage to Abra, and Abra 1v2 situation still 1 HP. Cats goes for the peek and able to finish the game out 7-0 for Eclipse.
Eclipse is great with those pre-fires. Like they peek the angle, they know what they're looking at, where the attacker is gonna be, and they spray it before they see it. So they're pretty good with that. Definitely a stronger hold from Eclipse than Space Rangers was expecting. They haven't really adapted super well, I don't think, to how Eclipse is gonna play. They gotta expect Eclipse to play super aggressive on all of these maps. So
Yeah, you look at the stats here. Um, Dylan went crazy. He was playing super aggressive. He was getting a lot of kills, and he made it to the top of the leaderboard with 1.1k damage. with Cats falling very close behind at 1k damage. On the other side, Space Rangers have a very varied amount of damage. 160 at the lowest, 649 at the highest. It seems like they're very struggling on or hesitant on their playstyle, and it seemed like that really showed.
Mm. But hey, look at Cats and the CBC. One death, for each of them.
Dang.
Survived many rounds.
If you have low deaths, I think that means you're a smart player. You don't play
Mhm.
aggressive. You don't go for unnecessary risks.
CBC just like cleaned them all up. You don't need all that damage. If you like 8-1 is fantastic. It doesn't matter if you have 500 damage. Just getting the kill, still worth it.
Yeah. Um, I don't think I have anything else to say about the game. It was very, very not close. So, um, this will Eclipse was sixth place, and after this win, they will go up 2 points and be tied of Molus Munchers. Depending on how Molus Munchers did their final game, we'll see. Um, but
Assume that game is rescheduled to 9.
oh yes,
So
it is.
the outcome of that game is yet to be determined.
Oh, yeah, this is the first week warm up game has signed up, but it's the last week, so they won't be getting top two for sure. But it seems like Kickflip and Lotus will be going to relegations and Waste Potential with a close third. I see them as the next team to make relegations in the qualifiers at least.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think that's it for the stream. The any last words before we hop off?
Um, Not really. I think it's a good game to watch though. Fun to watch. So other than
Yeah.
that, not much.
Okay. Then thanks for the viewers for watching Due Process League. You can follow us on YouTube, Twitter, join our Discord if you're interested. Um once again, thank you to Roach for prodding, and thank you Don Boy for coming in casting in place of Sir Front. Yeah, we'll see y'all next time on Due Process League.
Bye.